I watched that Delta Force thing today, and they pull up a realization director from Ubisoft. That was the woman who was talking from Ubisoft. Can you tell me what a realization director is?
Guys, I'm kind of having a realization right now, and I think we should make a fucking game.
And I don't know, can I talk about it here? Or, like, are you going to get an email from somebody asking about FTC violations? And I just heard that EA laid off an undisclosed amount of people leading into their Saudi deal, which is apparently closing, like, any day now. Man. Saudi blood money. Can't say that without anybody getting pissed off.
Yeah, let's do a speed run to like the lowest pushed YouTube podcast ever. See how we can do.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Push to Talk podcast, your premier FPS podcast, where we cover everything from battle royales to extraction shooters. Not really battle royales anymore. I think that is past, but any type of shooter, usually leaning more towards the tactical side of things. I'm joined here today by my co-host, 20 episodes deep in this, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
Jeez, and you guys are still here. What are you doing?
Unreal. Crash. First of all,
yeah.
What the fuck's going on?
What do you think of my basement? I did pretty good.
Yeah, you did pretty good. I didn't realize there was a window there in your basement.
Cleaned her up pretty nice. Amazing what you can do with a Cat D9, brother. Dozed her out. Got a walkout porch now. No, I'm in a hotel room by myself, and
that's depressing.
The people next door are probably listening to me, and it's gonna make it weird, but we'll get through it.
Fair enough,
dude. I'm just real quick. I'm having some culture shock. Okay. I go from like 30 miles from my house is the closest person to I'm like downtown Denver, and there are people everywhere, and I am freaking out. And I know it's a little early in the show to talk about poop, but there's no bidets anywhere either, and that's killing me. Like not having a bidet. So I'm sorry to spring that on you so fast, but there's no bidet, and there's just people everywhere, and I'm freaking out. So I got a little iced tea. I got a little iced tea for the show.
I hope you realize how crazy you fucking sound, and potentially look.
What do you mean? Have you not seen me?
There's fucking people everywhere, man. There's no bidets, and you're just drinking in a hotel room.
I'm an eccentric guy. I care about certain things.
Being
in the middle of nowhere is where I belong.
Yeah,
and water on my bum. I like a clean hind end.
Fair enough.
And I guess they don't have them in cities. Kind of weird, but
specifically where you're at, yeah.
What do you mean by where I'm at?
Fuck those people. I don't know,
dude. This show is just going in right now. Hey, what have you been up to, man?
Dude, I've been game deving. That's been fun. I've been playing. What's that?
I want to know what you're doing.
I can't talk about it, and we won't talk about it. I've promised the team that I won't leak anything this time around. Can't talk about it. But no, I've been doing
just
that.
Want to know stuff.
I can't wait to tell you and show you. I'm super
Am I going to be excited? I can't believe you're already getting back into it. We could talk about like how you're feeling,
sure.
Right? Like, cause like getting transients across the line was like that took a toll on you, right? Mm-hmm. I'm surprised. This is going to sound like I'm talking shit, but I'm kind of surprised you're like already getting back on the game dev pony.
Me too. It took like 3 months of me just like not wanting to touch anything, not talk about it. It was nice. It was a nice, like, I say a break, but I just went back to like making content and doing all that. But there's just something there's something about building something, outside of like making YouTube videos for the 100th millionth time, talking about the same FPSs and the same fucking bullshit. And it's nice. And that's why I've really enjoyed the podcast, because it's been a different format for me, which is dope. But it just calls to you. And they're just like, just start building something new.
Man, I want to make a game. I think I'm just going to have to wait till AI is so good I can just prompt a game. I think that's what I'm waiting on.
I hate you.
I got to wait on.
I don't want to fucking hear it. That's going to be a topic on a podcast here very, very soon.
I kind of think so. What do they got? Like Grok build, and like ChatGPT has a separate build thing, and Claude's doing like crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Even with some of the work stuff I'm doing in here, people are showcasing what they're doing with Claude and Python and
it's crazy
stuff, and it's nuts, man.
It's fucking wild. How fast it's gotten to the point that it's at is fucking insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you been up to besides working and hiding out in people's hotels?
It's still crazy, man. Still crazy. Yeah. When we do have the next show, and I'm going to be home in the dungeon basement, it's less dungeony. Me and my buddy, we got the 3 rooms framed up. I actually have a room that my office is in now, so that's pretty exciting. I got to get back at some point and get the old house up and ready. I'm ready to get rid of that thing and pay off some debts. Been freaking out about that. So it's still just, this has been an absolute summer of chaos, hence the reason I'm filming a podcast in a hotel room. But it's wild. I'm so ready to be on the other side of it and be moved in and settled in and get back to having some time to play games, maybe make some ranching content, maybe a little of that. And just have some more time. I'm excited for fall. Quite a bit.
Well, guys, if you were listening to the podcast on Spotify, Apple, wherever, make sure you guys leave us a 5-star review. And if there's a description anywhere with any sort of links, make sure you guys go check out Crash's content on YouTube, Twitch, myself, YouTube and Twitch as well. All the links are down in the description below. Now, this week, we look, there's not a lot going on. Everybody is waiting for the inevitable pre-orders for Grand Theft Auto this week. And honestly, there hasn't been a lot of news, at least in the shooter space, that we really want to talk about. So this week, we have opted to shuffle out the meta breakdown, which is usually the big topic, hot ticket items. And instead, we're going to kick it to a brand new segment that we've been waiting to debut for moments specifically like this. One in the chamber.
I want to do finger pistols, but I'm in Denver and I don't want to get in trouble. So I'm just going to wave. All right, guys, before we get into the next segment, if you have a massive noggin, like both of us do, it works out because we both have giant heads, and you're tired of your hats fitting like a yarmulke, you can go over to mammothheadwear.com, use code PUSH, P-U-S-H, for 15% off your order. That's code PUSH for 15% off, and thanks to Mammoth Headwear for sponsoring the show. Again, I say it every week, every 2 weeks. It's so awesome as a big-headed dude to go to a website, and everything on the website can fit you. They got a ton of different stuff, beanies, sunglasses even for big heads, different kinds of hats, trucker hats, smoother hats, performance. I went with a performance headwear because I'm built for speed. So check it out. Thank you to Mammoth Headwear for sponsoring the show.
Sure.
This next segment, okay, it's new, it's cool. What it is it's called One in the Chamber, because what we're going to do is we're going to take a game and we have one shot. We got one chance to improve the game and make it a lot better. So we basically said we can take any game, change one thing, and send it. And what do you got? Who's going first?
Okay, I'll go first, if you don't mind. Let me take the first. So I'm going to choose Arena Breakout Infinite, and I'm going to make it third person. If I can make it better, I would force that game to be a third-person shooter, because I think that would just make the gameplay so much better.
Why are you smiling? Do you not really believe that? Or you don't believe third person would make it better? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, I think I would. No, I just want to see your reaction.
I hate third person. I tried not to get mad. And I just snapped.
There's people next door in the hotel room. Do not get mad right now. No, honestly though, I've been thinking about it. I would do Rainbow Six, and I would say if they could just give me a mode, permanent mode, never goes away, that is just no operator bullshit. You can have an operator, you customize it, no vigil, anything, nothing. Just straight up gunplay, destruction. You pick the gun you want, and you go. That's what I would want to see.
So you said you'd still have destruction. Would you have like still droning and everything like that? So have the drones?
I think so. Yeah, and I think that I would have it to where if you choose like a 0, you can still use the F2000. Like the guns are still locked to the operators, but if you want to do a 0 with a thermite charge or you know what I mean, or just any sort of gadget to be able to breach in however you want, and then it's just breaching, like a breaching charge for hard walls, whatever. Just something that's like maybe not necessarily just straight guns, like you still have the different, like the tin cans and all that stuff, but I think it'd be pretty cool to just do whatever you want and not have it be locked to like operators and shit like that. Just guns, grenades, explosions, and that's it. That's what I would want to see.
That'd be pretty cool. I hope somebody makes that game someday.
Yes.
They have to. Do I need to shut off my air conditioner? Can you?
No,
hear
you
it
sound
now?
good.
It just kicked on.
No, I don't hear anything actually. You're quiet, I will say, but I can boost it in post. So just
Okay, I think it's better. Sorry to mess it up, but
no, you're
I just wanted to
good.
make sure we were good. I didn't want to do a whole show and sound like shit.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I think quieter is better because it'll pick up less reverb noise. And
I
then
think
you just
so,
bump
too.
It after the
Yeah.
fact. Okay. My turn.
Yeah.
Okay, for my one game, and I really think it is one shot to make it almost perfect, and that's Arena Breakout Infinite.
Okay.
Take away the gotcha skins, and
Ooh.
it's almost like one of the best games. And I know the gameplay doesn't suffer from it, and I've even been talking about it to where the skins don't bother me too much because they're so expensive.
Yeah.
When I'm playing the game with like normal people, you don't see it very often. You'll see it on streams a lot. When people who play it all the time will spend money for that, and power to them. That's, it's their money. They can do whatever they want to do. But like everything else about that game is so awesome to me. And I've still been playing it.
Yeah.
I've still been playing it a fair amount on stream with the right group of people. It's like an extraction shooter with 60 hertz server, Unreal Engine 4, high frame rates. And it's just like a ton of guns, and you can play a ton of different ways. And it's such a unique take on the space. And I guess this kind of breaks the segment because there's another change I'd really want to see.
Okay.
They're already doing it.
So we got
just
2 in the chamber from Crash. I just want everybody to keep
2 in the
track. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
It's not 2 in the chamber. Let's say not change anything.
Okay.
Okay. So we keep
Sure.
it 1 in the chamber.
Okay.
And just like understand that they have such a cool and unique way to deal with not having wipes that respects your time, where you get to keep your money, but they have that ranked system in there.
Yeah.
So every season you still have something to work for, but you don't have to start back at 0. And then also to make it to where anybody can hop in at any time, they have the gear cap limits. And in season 6, which we're probably going to talk about, I think it's so cool that you can hop in and just play normals, even though there's a bunch of Chads with hundreds of millions of Cohens.
Yeah.
Like they still are capped at what they can bring in. So it's a unique way to look at the economy, to break it down by, your gear that you take in with normal, lockdown, forbidden. If you guys aren't familiar with it who are listening, normal's like 450K or 500K. Lockdown, your kit is worth $1 million or less. And then forbidden is like whatever you want to run. And then there's subsequently better gear as you go higher in the tiers. And it's just such a cool way to deal with that. I would love to see him get rid of the stupid skins, keep it grounded like it was in season 1.
Yeah.
Like season 0, season 1 was awesome.
Clean.
And be a little bit quicker with making some of those balancing changes and really bring forward like how they're doing the ranked system is such a cool take on that. That's kind of being slept on, that they don't really deal with. And you just have all the makings for an awesome game. Using like UE4 runs good. There's prox chat in there for silly moments. And it's just like you can get in there and you're going to have good fights on 60 hertz servers. And I would venture to say it's one of the better games with anti-cheat. Are you going to still come across cheaters? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's one of the better ones when it comes to anti-cheat. It's amazing for free to play.
So get rid of the skins, quicker on the balancing fixes, and gear
The
caps.
main one in the chamber is get rid of the skins. Keep your identity.
Gotcha. I was going to say, because we're 3 in the chamber deep right now, dude. If we're playing Russian roulette, that's a 50-50 shot.
No, I didn't shoot him. I was just brandishing. I was just brandishing. on
Okay,
those.
gotcha.
Oh, jeez.
Is that what you tell people in Denver? Don't say
Sorry
brandishing in
about
Denver.
No. The one shot. Well, the one shot is keep the skins grounded and keep your identity.
Fair enough,
Identity, and then everything else is like. Whew.
The one viewer or listener who lives in Denver is going to be so offended by the end of
No,
the
they're
show.
fine. Denver's a great town. I'm actually a football fan, and the Broncos are my favorite team, so it's cool to be by the stadium and stuff.
Yeah,
so
that's
we'll
good.
bring you back in. We'll reel it
Well,
back
but
in.
yeah. No, we love you. We love the Broncos. Come back. Please keep listening.
Dude, Bo Nix MVP. We would have won the Super Bowl if he didn't get hurt last year. Everybody knows it.
For sure.
Everybody knows it.
I definitely know it as well. Yep.
You
Absolutely.
a big sports ball guy?
Yeah, I'm a big soccer guy.
What's that?
FIFA World Cup is everywhere, by the way.
Oh, the
I don't know.
World
Have you
Cup's going on.
noticed? When the fuck did everybody love soccer all of a sudden?
Dude, people do. And I have like some red-blooded American friends. I know that's a surprise to you, but they are watching the hell out of soccer, and I've never seen it before.
Bro, I went and got like trimmed up at the barbershop this weekend. The lady's just like, so you following soccer? I was like, absolutely fucking not. Like,
To tell you how little I follow it, like it's not even on my X feed at all. And on like the one that populates on what you're interested in. Like I haven't even seen, I didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah, no clue. But now I'm seeing it fucking everywhere, and I have no reason to watch it.
It makes you want to play FIFA from EA and buy some packs.
Makes me want to put one in the chamber and then another 5 and fucking blow my own fucking brains out. I'm sick of hearing that. Well, maybe not in Denver, but anyways, guys,
we got to get a Patreon episode.
Fuck, dude,
YouTube's not gonna like this one, bud.
We would get kicked off that platform so fucking fast.
Isn't that where you can get like Wilder?
You can get Wilder, but I have a feeling that the Wilder would be way too fucking wild. We'd be going into, well, I mean, it depends. Depends how many drinks I'm in before, because we can go down the fucking rabbit holes.
Get you some iced tea.
Guys, let's move over to the patch notes.
All right, guys, it's time for the patch notes. This is the part of the program where we go into smaller, bite-sized stories from around the industry, and I think you guys are in for a real treat because we got quite a few of them.
Yeah.
The first one I want to talk about is Gray Zone. They're actually getting like a pretty decent patch, and I'm really interested to get your take on this.
Sure.
They sent this out to creators. A few people made videos. I wish I would have. I haven't had time. I want to. I'm really interested in following the Gray Zone's development story to 1.0. Such an interesting game. They are making some tweaks and things to PvP, which we have both agreed is badly needed. And have you seen these?
No, Devil Dog reached out to me, but the message was more about like the Twitch drops that were going on, and I didn't read any of it.
All right.
Sorry,
you
Devil.
Big timed him. That's cool, man.
I did. I'm sorry.
Jeez, dude. That's why you guys with all the cool Twitch drops need to reach out to smaller, more responding creators. Like,
yeah, exactly. Guys who will respond and read messages. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've done a lot of that lately.
For sure.
But that's cool, actually, because I'm interested to get your take on this stuff. So I'm looking at some of the changes they have. I want to run them by Fry, get his take, and see what I think, too. So what they're going to do is the conflict zones. The controversial red circles are expanding to 400 meters in diameter. They're bigger, and their placement now works differently. So as you guys know, it used to be when PMC would shoot another one, it would place that middle of that circle right in between the two of them. Mm-hmm. Now the zone is now centered on the defending PMC. So what do you think of that? So if you're the one that gets shot.
He did call me a couple weeks ago, and he told me that change was coming. I like that a lot. I like the fact that it's bigger and more expansive, so it's harder to, like, because I think it was Airwing Marine who had pointed out on Twitter, and that's when everyone figured it out about where the placement was. So I like that it's on the defending player. It doesn't give you any more information. It's something that needed to happen, no doubt about it.
I think it's terrible.
Why?
Because they're saying it's on the defending player, so you just look in the center of the circle. Like, so you're already at a disadvantage because you're getting shot from a known position. Now the entire map knows exactly where you are.
Sure.
Like,
okay,
that sucks.
But what is the difference if I have you lined up in my sights and I'm shooting at you, and then the circle comes up and it marks that position? It's not like it moves with you, and I, as the attacker, already know where you are. So what does it matter? And if are you gonna say like some Joe Blow at a fucking base nearby is gonna run over and fucking shoot you because they know you're in the center of the circle?
No, but I mean, if you're running with a squad, like you're shooting with you're fighting with people, moving around, and one person makes a shot, hits the PMC, your other couple friends near you know exactly, like in that instant, where they're at. I hate the whole red. I don't like the red circle. I'm just gonna say it.
Okay, I can agree with you that the red circle is ass, but let me ask you this then, because I do think that you need to be able to mark where conflict is going on the map. Yep. How do you do it? How do you do it better?
Fry, I'm so glad you asked.
Yeah.
I have several ways that I think this should work.
Okay.
I think Gray Zone does a really good job of playing into like having realistic mechanics that you could fit into like real world, how a PMC would operate on there from time to time.
Okay.
So with the tablet, I think they could do that. I think the announcer could, or the players could have an auto call out, like when they take a shot or when they hit a shot, that they have the grid system already.
Yeah.
So why would they not say enemy fire taken sector E5? Like that would make sense, like how you would actually call something out on a military op. Not that I've ever been on one, but I mean, it just makes what? No, it just makes it sound. Stop it.
Sure.
No,
all right.
Never been. No.
Okay. Yep.
I haven't. So I think there's ways to use the in-game systems that would be in a more believable way, but also at the same time be better game balanced. And something like that where you actually where you use like the sector system, I think would be pretty cool.
I'm a visual guy. I would like to see like, you know how they do like the angled lines in like a battlefield to like dictate where you can't go, like on the border map and stuff like that. Put and fill the sector out. Make it visual so that when I open the map at a moment's glance, I can see, okay, I know that there's combat somewhere in the sector.
Well, and that'd be another cool thing to do. To do what you said, where it gave a visual identifier right away. Is like have that square kind of turn red or pulse or something, and then you wouldn't know where in the square they were, but you would know that area is where it's happening. I think use that grid system. Yeah,
I think that would be cool. I would be way more okay with that for sure.
All right, we fixed the game.
There we go. You have game devs, just whatever.
Anything else you need? All right. The next thing they're going to do, and I know some of these have been your gripes, so I'm excited to hear your thoughts on these. So now they say PvP fights now have higher stakes. Players eliminated inside active conflict zones will respawn at their faction's base camp instead of the nearest cop.
Okay.
Giving the battles a clear winner and allowing victorious players time to secure their rewards and extract. The first player eliminated in PvP will still have the option to respawn at the nearest cop, giving them a chance to return to their AO and recover gear. So the first person gets a cop. Everyone else that dies in that combat zone gets kicked to the main base.
Okay. Cool. I like it.
Granted, I like it.
I think I like it on paper. I think in practice, it's going to be a pain in the fucking ass. Because I think, especially when you get further on in the like into the quest line and you're going like deep, it's so far away. And maybe that's a good thing. Like, I got to see how it plays first. I like what I'm hearing. I like it on paper. The concept kind of makes sense. I just got to see how it actually plays in practice.
Yeah, I like the concept of it because I've had some of those gripes where they say, combat needs a clear winner and lose, and it just hasn't felt like the stakes are there.
I agree.
It's almost like in Gray Zone so far when you're playing PvP, everything's there. Like you're doing a task. You see like completely random emergent PvP. You never know when it's going to happen. And then it happens and it's like, oh, I'll just like run back and grab my stuff real quick.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
Now, I think where it's going to be a pain in the ass, and maybe this is coming up in this update, if you were to just get like shot getting off of a helicopter, and you just get cheese killed, and then all of a sudden you're kicked right back to base and you got to fucking re-kit up and fly all the way fucking back if you're heading down south or whatever. I think it's a net positive, but I still think it's not all the way there yet. But we'll see. Keep going. I like these.
Yeah, I like the fact that they're making these changes. That's what this early access is about. And I'm so bought in on this game's early access stuff because they made enough money on the front end to see it through. So I like just tweaking knobs and seeing how it goes. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not, but dude, I'm up for trying it for sure.
Absolutely.
So the other thing is, and I was calling for this, so thanks for listening. A combat outpost cooldown timer. So after a faction captures the combat outpost in warfare, it's getting harder to read the more iced tea I drink. Right. It will enter a 30-minute cooldown before another faction can capture it.
And that's good. About fucking time. That, I mean, to me, like that's of course, naturally, that's how it should have been from the jump. But a good thing, like, yeah, cool. I like it.
We're learning, iterating, changing.
Yep, exactly.
I like that. 30 minutes is a long time, though.
It is. Yeah, I think that might be, I mean, I don't know. Like, that's a long time. But I think that's, if I were to run a server, that's probably what I would do, is a 30-minute timer on the caps, just to make sure that nobody can just spam it. So.
Yeah, it makes the stakes higher.
Yep. And
the result more finite.
Yeah.
But also, I wonder if it's going to encourage people to just, like, to switch servers. Like, if they're running... The thing I worry about is like if you're running tasks in that area and you really want that cop for the area you need to operate in, and someone else takes it and you can't take it back for 30 minutes, like sometimes you only play for an hour and a half in the evenings, and like that's the rest of your gaming sessions. So you have to switch servers, but I guess.
Yeah. That's why I think for me, I would much prefer, and I know this is not the popular topic, I would prefer to have characters server locked. So that you can't just hop servers and try to get one that has, your faction cops captured to benefit you. I think to me, you should, if you want to be in that area and somebody captures it, okay, well, now we're going to work around it. Like, it's just something you have to fucking deal with instead of just being a coward and swapping servers. It goes back to even back in the day, like playing like War Z, you would server hop to avoid death and combat and stuff. And it just, like, I think those mechanics are fucking stupid. But I also know most people wouldn't agree with me when it comes to that.
Well,
so
honestly, I think I'd be up for it. I mean, we've had it for, I don't want to say it's casual because it's not. It's still pretty milsim and stuff. But like the deaths in, how do I want to try to say this? The deaths aren't painful enough in PvP. They haven't been. I mean,
yep.
And also, like, you'd never. It's a looter shooter. We're looting and that kind of stuff and selling things, and an economy is a big part of it.
Yep.
I don't know anybody in that game who's played it for a few weeks and ever had to worry about money.
Never.
Like, it just kind of becomes not a thing.
Yep.
So
never.
Some of these more punishing mechanics,
yep.
Let's try it. Let's
100%.
turn the dial that way and see how it goes for season.
No, I agree. Yep. I'm on board with it.
So that's pretty cool. The other things, so that's kind of the PvP stuff. The other things that they're going to be working on is the shared squad tasking. That's going to be so nice.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. We ran into so many issues. The game was really, really fun, but man, that sucked. So yeah, cool. Good shit.
We spent a lot of time. Do you have this quest? No. Do you have this quest? No.
God, fuck off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It took forever to just find something to do.
Yep.
So that's good. They did say caveat there. That's either going to be in this patch or patch 4.6. They'll be able to share more on this topic next week. So that might be this patch and it might be the next patch.
Okay. Cool.
DLSS 4.5 is coming. And then RTX 50 series owners can take advantage of dynamic frame generation and the new 6x frame generation setting. So yeah, I don't know.
Sweet.
Cool, man. Frame gen.
That?
I don't know. Something dinged.
Something dinged. What was that? Cool. Oh, I know what that was.
Are we okay?
Yeah, just dev things.
Oh, geez. Stop doing that. Stop acting all cool that you're just working on some top secret thing. You won't tell me about it. I'm tired of it.
I'll tell you about it after, maybe. We'll see.
All the viewers at home are tired of it too.
Yeah, for sure.
I speak for them.
Yeah, of course. Are we jumping into the one that you hate and I love?
Yeah, let's argue.
Fuck yeah, dude. This is what I've been waiting for.
You're toxic. I might need to pour some more iced tea.
Yeah, pour another one. Let's get it going. Guys, if you don't know, Delta Force, which it's a game I haven't actually talked about in quite a long time, they just announced a collaboration with Rainbow Six. So they're going to be bringing Doc, Vigil, and Montaigne, or at least their character models, faithfully remastered into Delta Force. There's weapon skins, specifically the Black Ice skin, a drone, and then they're also doing something with alpha packs as well. I didn't quite understand what. I watched the trailer today and the deep dive. But yeah, so there's a collaboration coming July 10th for Delta Force, which brings a whole bunch of Rainbow Six stuff to the game. And Crash apparently doesn't like it. Dude, I like it.
To me, it's a visual in the face, in the wide open, unadulterated, bold-faced, just Ubisoft decline. I don't know. That's just what it feels like. It feels like a stark reminder that a bunch of Ubisoft got purchased by Tencent. Since Delta Force is under Tencent and stuff, and
interesting.
And they turned that stuff. They turned a lot of those IPs and things over to China, and I don't know. It just feels. It's just kind of like
interesting.
I think Ubisoft has some of the most iconic IPs that we've ever seen. Some of the ones that our communities would love to see make like resurgence and be better and good, and like they could build so many cool games around it. But we're here. Yeah, and it's like Tencent has a big stake in Ubisoft, and they're bringing the IPs and doing crossovers over to their titles, and it just bums me out about the state of Ubisoft.
Why? Let me ask you. I want to pick your brain as to that. Why does it piss you off?
It's because it shows me where Ubisoft is at, and then my brain goes to where they should be.
What does that mean
with their IPs?
Because I'm gonna give you a different angle, and I'm gonna use your
what's your angle?
I'm gonna use the one in the chamber angle. You hate when ABI brings the gotcha skins and the ooh-woos and all that bullshit. And now we actually have a game that, in my opinion, is doing a crossover, unlike an ABI who did Cyberpunk, which I didn't think, like, it's cool. I like Cyberpunk, don't get me wrong, but the crossover was very strange. Now we have Delta Force that's doing a faithful rendition of, I would say, 3 very Rainbow Six style operators. It's not like they chose fucking Gridlock and Scorpos and, you know, the bullshit ones. I think they did a faithful rendition of really good.
There's a wheelchair joke there.
Yeah, of course there's a fucking wheelchair joke there. But, like, they do that. And then when you actually look at how they built the Black Ice skins, I was actually very impressed that they went as in-depth as they did. And in my opinion, they built Black Ice better than Ubisoft did. It looks better. It really, when I was watching it, I thought, like, let's get a new engine. Can we have Rainbow Six Siege 2? Because watching
put it on Snowdrop.
I'm saying, watching how good it looked on Delta Force to fucking where it's at now, it was like, holy fuck, like, we could use an upgrade. But it's grounded skins, it's military skins, but yet you still have a problem. I'm curious.
But my problem is not in game. I think if we're looking at Delta Force and Rainbow Six Siege in a bubble, it's great. Like you said, it's a crossover that makes sense.
Okay.
I think they did right by the IP in the design of them. I actually watched the video just before we went live about, you know, their like devlog about how they brought them over and how they kept them, you know, true, and they used their voice lines and stuff like that. My sadness comes from like the real world implications of what it means and just how it's just a big visual reminder of the state of Ubisoft to me.
Interesting.
It's not, but I will concede that in game it's pretty cool for that.
Like, I guess I just never thought about the Tencent connection, but you're right. I guess, like, for me, I think it would be sadder if they did go left with it. But, like, Ubisoft themselves, and I guess for me, I'm no longer sad about it. It's more of, for me, I'm kind of just waiting for Ubisoft to die, and we're gonna be talking about some shit here in a little bit that like it's sad, sure, but like, I don't know. I guess this situation specifically, I don't really care, I guess.
Yeah. I think it just kind of takes my brain down the rabbit hole of what Ubisoft could be. There's just so damn many IPs.
Yeah.
That our communities would just love if they did some good titles with them. And they're just sitting there. And like when Ubisoft dies, do those die? Is somebody going to pick them up? Like,
nope.
It's like Ghost Recon will be done, Rainbow Six will be done. Will anybody be able to do Tom Clancy type stuff again, or does that die with them? Like, is that?
Yeah, I don't know, because I think Ubisoft has like when you say like the estate of Tom Clancy, like they have the rights to do pretty much anything with.
Yeah, and there's just so much potential being squandered there.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It sucks. And did you see that Claude Guillermo passed away?
In the plane crash. Yeah, I did. Yeah, how do you feel about that?
I mean, just another bummer, man. Like it's like it's out of people's control.
Yeah.
It's not like somebody made a poor decision or anything. Like you can't say that, but it's just like another like, dang it, man. Like Ubi can't get a win, dude. Like,
I hate that my brain goes super nefarious with it, though. You know,
like what?
Stock price tanking. Ubisoft running into major development problems left, right, and center. Studios closing down. All of a sudden, one of the co-founders just passes away in a fucking plane accident. Like, tragedy, sure, but my brain always goes like super conspiratorial with it.
Oh, really?
You know, that's just how. Like, the first thing I thought when I read it, I was like, oh yeah, okay, who wanted him dead? You know what I mean? I hate it. That's just how my fucking brain works now.
I don't know, man. It's not your fault anymore with like the way stuff's went down with everything and all the questions that get raised and never answered. Yeah. And all the people that get thrown under the bus by people that are at the highest levels and nothing ever happens.
Yep.
I don't know. If you're not asking questions, I think you're a ding dong. But
yeah, no, fair enough.
I didn't go there with that one. I was just like, man, they're like Ubisoft. I'm waiting for like a spark of life from that company.
Yeah, me too.
It just keeps getting lower and lower.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm at with it. I dropped a video on a topic that we're going to talk about in a little bit, and it's just like
I don't want to push off of Delta Force.
I agree.
Before I want to talk about that a little bit. That's a game I was like really excited about.
Yeah,
I had a ton of fun in the beta.
Yep.
I said a lot of great things on my other podcast about the extraction mode and how they were doing so many things right. And it was such a cool take on an extraction game mode. Does this give you any desire to like go back to it and check it out?
I mean, yeah, I wanted to go back and play. What was the map they dropped last season that looked like a Battlefield map? There was crazy destruction, and I never did.
It looked like Siege of Shanghai.
Yeah, and I never went back and played it. And it's simply just because in my brain, I jump around games a lot, right? Like I go through spurts where I'm playing ABI, and then I'm jumping to Rainbow Six. I'm doing Battlefield. And usually when I'm playing these games, it's like I'm playing those games. Like that's it.
Yeah.
I'll be on Deadlock for like 6 months and I won't really touch anything else. And then Gray Zone Warfare pops up and I'm usually just hopping around.
That's how I am.
For me with Delta Force's gameplay was fucking awesome. I loved it. Visuals were great. What turned me off of that game a lot was just the amount of discussion about the skins in every devlog they put out. It was always about, here's a map, here's an operator, here's a weapon. 45 minutes of talking about shit you can unlock if you go to this website and you do this and you go and do the challenges, and it's just skins, cosmetics. Yeah. And it was overwhelming, and it was just like, man, this is not why I play the game. I want to know more about, like, deep dive the map design stuff. I want to know more about that shit. And so it just kind of turned me off of it. And then, like I said, other updates come out for other games, and Delta Force is a great game. Like it always has been.
I respect it.
You know, I know there was a lot of complaints, and I had a lot of complaints about the Black Hawk Down campaign.
You did?
Yeah.
You complained?
I've been known to complain every now and again, yeah. But the Black Hawk Down campaign I thought was handled very poorly, and I criticize them on that. But the multiplayer was always fucking sick.
Yeah, they did kind of drop the ball with the campaign. I will concede that. That was weird. Like how they just said, here it is. It's still got some bugs. I remember they said
they were preemptively warning people that the game wasn't going to be perfect. And when I heard that, I was like, wait a minute.
It just felt like they were tired of working on it and sent it, be it a la Tarkov 1.0.
Yeah, well, and it wasn't monetized either, right? So it's not like there were skins and shit like that for the campaign. So they probably saw how successful everything else was, and then it was like, okay, well, we promised them we're gonna fucking give it. Like, let's just fucking get it out the door. Yeah, that's what it felt like, right?
I remember the exact moment whenever I was like, I'm done with this, and then I kind of switched to ABI was more my speed. I got really sick of the specialist.
Oh yeah.
They had that what was like the higher tier PvP map, that Space City map or whatever.
Yeah.
I went in to play that, and they had just released the operator that sent out the nano drones that fly around the corners and stun you.
Yep.
So I killed 2 operators. They had a 4-person squad. I killed 2. I was getting ready to go for the other ones, and then I had a drone that came around the corner that flashed me, and I couldn't see. And then the nanobots attacked me, and I couldn't move. I couldn't see or move.
Yeah.
And I died when I was already up in a 1v2. Like, I can't take the specialist anymore, man. Like,
no, that's fair.
I can't do it. I just and then
that's fair.
And then you had like ABI was starting to come out with new maps, and like then like ABI kind of peaked for me whenever they dropped that airport map. I still think that airport map on there is so good.
Great.
And there wasn't any like the specialist stuff, and it was still really grounded, tons of guns, and just man, it's such a sweet spot. That's why I'm excited for War Dogs. I think War Dogs is going to be ABI from a gameplay standpoint is in a really good spot for me on that arcade versus hardcore spectrum, and I think War Dogs is going to be in there too, where it's not full like running in the mud mill sim, but you're also not going to be b-hop and slide canceling either, and I like games in that spot.
All right, sorry, I just had to grab a little rice bowl. We were talking about Delta Force,
and I'm drinking my dinner.
There you go. You like Delta Force, but you didn't like the operators, right?
Yeah, they got me.
With the last season's update, I can't remember what the map was called. New season coming out. Are you even like considering trying it out again?
I kind of am.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I mean, it is free, and it's like whatever. Like it doesn't cost anything to give it a go.
Right.
And I did like it a lot. It'd be interesting. I do that with games sometimes. Like I'll just jump in after a long time and just to see.
Yep.
I kind of do that with Hunt Showdown. Like I'll hop into Hunt Showdown like every once in a while.
Yeah.
And check that out. But yeah, I think I might. I always watch a friend of the program, Geeksay.
Yeah.
He streams it a lot. And I tune into his streams a fair amount and kind of keep up with the game. I get
he loves it, and he makes it look good too.
Yeah. Well, he looks good.
Yeah, he's a sexy motherfucker, that guy.
He's handsome. And his hair, dude.
Oh my dude, I fucking wear. I'm jealous, bro.
Yeah. I have to wear. I'm glad we got this sponsorship because I got to wear a damn hat, dude.
Yeah, bro. Look at that 5-head ass fucking.
You want me to? You ready?
Yeah, let's see it. Let's see the fucking cue ball. Oh lordy lord.
She gone.
She gone.
We had a good run. Me and my hair, but I got my wife. I got my wife locked in before it happened, so she's we're good. Whatever.
Fucking ride or die. All right, so before we move on to some Battlefield 6 stuff, let's talk about this R6 patch that's happening on Friday. Right? Is it happening Friday, or are they just talking about it Friday?
Actually, it gets deployed to all platforms tomorrow, so the 23rd. So by the time you guys are checking this out, it's probably out.
All right, guys. Sorry, we had to take a technical pause for some fucking tech issues here. Best Western's not cooperating with us right now.
I wish.
Talk to me
I'm in a Econo Lodge.
Talk to me about Rainbow Six. What's going on?
Since we were just discussing Rainbow Six, there's going to be some patch notes, and Dokkaebi finally gets a nerf, Fry. I know you're pretty excited about it. Her call goes from instantaneous spamming you to death until you die in a fiery crash. 7 seconds. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
finally,
it's not as bad.
It needed to be done. Yeah, absolutely.
It's not near as bad. There's some other balancing changes and things like that. I'm actually kind of looking forward to. I might tune in to the community checkpoint. They said they're going to start doing these, and Friday they're going to talk about things that the community is interested in. And I'm guessing they're going to go over some data and things like that. But IQ's getting a change. Her thing's getting a buff. Sense's getting a buff as well. Thatcher's range is increasing too. There's tons of buffs going on. The bulletproof camera, EMP dart, explosive range is increased. The limping effect from the razor bloom is being toned down a little because razor blooms have been insanely strong this season.
Oh yeah.
So just some little updates like that. I thought I'd throw those in since we were talking about Rainbow Six, and it'll be.
And then we're going to be able to ban Calypso, right?
Yeah, I think all that stuff comes to an end. I know we'll be able to ban Dokkaebi, and that's all I care about.
We already can now. Thank fuck, man. God, she's so fucking annoying, bro.
I thought she was going to be fixed. Like, if you go back to those podcasts like a few weeks ago, and you're just getting all excited about Dokkaebi.
Yeah.
And then the next one, we're all like depressed about Dokkaebi.
Yeah.
We were way off.
Yeah, 100%. I do like the cooldown, though. I think that is enough. I think to balance it out.
I thought it was insane that you could just hit it over and over. Like, and you had 5 of them, so you could just hit everybody on the team if like the drone scans went through.
Yeah, and that's actually one thing I would do too. Add the cooldown and give her 4 instead of 5. The fact that she can do one to every team member is fucking ridiculous. So I think maybe a little bit more of a nerf there, but I'm glad that at least they're addressing it, and they're addressing it pretty quickly too. So.
Yeah. And as far as like little updates are concerned, Battlefield's getting one as well. Have you played the Cairo Bazaar map at all?
I haven't. I honestly have not. I've been so Rainbow Sixed out of my fucking mind. I've just been playing that every night.
Yep. Yeah, this is another one. It's kind of similar. Like the meat and potatoes of the update hasn't come out yet. It's almost like they're announcing the coming update.
Okay.
But why I wanted to mention it here is people were talking about it online, and the fact that they're going to be changing some pretty base things with the game that I was interested in.
Okay.
So they're going to be changing recoil behavior, dispersion, weapon handling, limb modifier tuning, and bullet velocity. Like
nice.
Some like core aspects of the game. And this is another one of those games where like I haven't played Battlefield in a long time, and it kind of sounds all right to like maybe try again.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're getting to those seasons where they're starting to add more maps.
Yeah, well, and Season 4 is the big one for me. That's what I'm waiting for, because you're going to have like the server browser, the custom servers, Wake Island. I think Prox Chat's also coming in season 4, if I'm not mistaken. And then I think we're also getting Platoons. Like, that's like the big meat and potatoes update of the year, I think. So
yeah, like the things that Battlefield players have been wanting for literal years, man.
Yeah. So
like with the server browser and stuff, it's crazy.
Enders, I was reading a conversation that Enders was in on Twitter, and he said, he brought up a good point. I hope that they're not seeing what everybody's saying about what they want from Battlefield, and now they're taking, however many months to implement it. When the next game comes out, those features should be there from day one, right? Like, that's the hope. If we go to season or to Battlefield 7 and the server browser is still like it was back in the, like, what the fuck are we doing? So I'm hoping that at the very least, we're kind of laying the groundwork from a community perspective. Like,
yeah,
this is the shit we need in a fucking Battlefield title from the jump.
Yeah, I wonder, man, if we're getting like conspiracy theory, I wonder how that's going to play out, because like, what if they do all this stuff and it's like a big development cost to add these features?
Yeah.
And then since it's so late in the life cycle, they don't see a big jump in it. And then the next game, like Battlefield 7 comes around and all the suits on the board of directors are like, whoa, see, we did it here and we didn't get the ROI. So there's no server browser in the next one.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's probably exactly what's going to happen too.
It could.
Damn, don't break the fucking camera. Look at that.
Dude,
pythons.
I saw some tone there.
Jesus
veins.
Christ, Hulk Hogan arms.
Jeez, man. I don't know. What's going on over there? Sorry, I got talking about Battlefield. I got all hulked out. Like, I just thinking about a board of directors making calls and telling people not to have server browsers, and made me a little mad. So.
And now that board of directors is going to be in Saudi, right? I just heard that EA laid off an undisclosed amount of people leading into their Saudi deal, which is apparently closing like any day now.
I forgot about that.
Yep. Saudi blood money. Can't say that without anybody getting pissed off.
Yeah, let's do a speed run to like the lowest pushed YouTube podcast ever. See how we can do. Is that what you're doing, Fry? Are you like trying to speed run the lowest impression count on a podcast?
I don't know like why we're not getting pushed out in the algorithm. I have no fucking idea, dude.
I don't get it, man.
Yeah, it's the goddamn Saudis. They're too busy worried about us and not WrestleMania. Anyway.
Yeah.
Battlefield
That'll take place
6.
on the White House lawn.
Yeah, did you watch that?
No. Dude, I can't afford to be a UFC fan anymore, man. Like,
what do you mean?
I used to watch every single one of them.
Yeah,
like,
when it was good.
Like, I never missed. I was super into it, and they started doing all that stuff, and they lost me in the years where they're like, you have to buy an ESPN Plus subscription and the pay-per-views. Like, you have to buy a subscription to have the privilege of buying our pay-per-views. Like, they lost me there.
They lost me when it seemed like all of their stars were just no-name bums. Like I just after like Conor McGregor, Anderson Silva, all those guys like kind of dipped. Brock Lesnar wasn't there anymore. I was kind of just like, I really don't give a fuck about any of these people.
Yeah,
like they might be good fighters, but
no, there was a period whenever they like upped the frequency like really fast. Like they went from like a couple pay-per-view every couple months to like having fight nights all the time. That they just filled it in with people that you're like, hey, it took a while for the talent to catch up. I feel like.
Yeah.
But anyway, speaking of people in trouble, I don't know if we did that or not. But Ghost Recon.
Speaking of people that are taking too long to catch up, Ubisoft is in trouble yet again. Amidst a shit ton of layoffs, multiple studio closures across multiple countries, we find out that Ghost Recon is in development trouble, with employees now worried that there's no direction for the game, and they're losing confidence in the leadership at the studio, who is kind of manning the ship. They've brought in a couple of different employees. Let me pull up who exactly they were. Shit's going left yet again in a Ubisoft production crash. Are we surprised? Can you believe it?
The only thing I'm surprised about is like there's still stuff at Ubisoft that can get screwed up. Like I feel like they're running out of things to screw up.
Yeah.
And this is like one of the last things we had, man. Like the Ghost Recon is like one of the like if this goes south, if this gets canceled, what is left?
So for me, we heard a rumor a couple months ago that after Assassin's Creed Resynced comes out, which is launching July 15th, and it does look good, don't get me wrong. It's like the Black Flag remaster. The rumor mill is that the next game on the docket for Ubisoft to then start promoting and with the announcements and stuff was going to be Ghost Recon. That's their next like flagship game that's launching. And then this comes out, and I don't know if that former one was true. I have no idea. But to your point, what does Ubisoft have left? They canceled Division Heartland. So Division, I think they're working on Division 3, but I think it's still years away. Assassin's Creed just dropped Shadows last year. The next Assassin's Creed is probably a couple years away, if that, if not more. Ghost Recon, potentially really, really bad.
Yeah,
what the
and
fuck?
they just did that stuff where they took people off of Rainbow Six Siege as well. Like they laid off people in that studio, so there's less people working on Siege.
Yeah, they just laid off a lot of people who were working on Rainbow Six Mobile. That game just fucking launched, and granted, they might be positions where like they needed them to get to launch, and now they're kind of redundant. But like, there's a lot of layoffs.
If this new Ghost Recon game doesn't happen, like what? They have nothing. Like they're not doing anything at that point. Did they become
I looked it up
insolvent?
yesterday. 16,700 and some employees at Ubisoft still, even after the layoffs. What are you guys doing?
What? Yeah. Like what's in the pipeline, guys? Hello?
I watched that Delta Force thing today, and they pull up a realization director from Ubisoft. That was the woman who was talking from Ubisoft. Can you tell me what a realization director is?
Not off the top of my head.
When I looked it up, the first like 5 articles or links were job applications for Ubisoft for a realization director. And I'm thinking there's like nobody else in the industry that has one of these. It's a made up fucking job.
I mean, we can't get games out the door, man. Like, what are we doing with those kind of positions?
Maybe the realization director should go to the board and say, look, we need to realize how fucked we are. You know?
Like, guys, I'm kind of having a realization right now, and I think we should make a fucking game.
I think we should fucking make a video game. Yeah, no shit, dude. I couldn't believe it when I saw this article.
I watched that Delta Force video. I didn't put that together, but yeah, it did say she's the realization director.
What does that even mean? Yeah,
I don't know, but they better start to realize some things over there at Ubisoft.
So, according to Insider Gaming, we're going to have this linked down below. They brought in a VP of production as well as a VP of global creative who were brought in to be more present on a day-to-day basis, including being on the work floor. Who would have thought? You need people on the work floor that are leading the studio. But apparently, employees who spoke under the condition that they be not named are saying that Ghost Recon has been plagued by unrealistic deadlines and poor planning and management. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Breakpoint came out in what year? 2019. Right before COVID. That means that we're pushing almost 8 years since the last Ghost Recon title. They did work on Motherland and the post-launch stuff, so we're looking at potentially 5-6 years.
Yeah.
How much longer do you guys fucking need?
Yeah, and I assume it's not like everybody's like the people that are working on Siege are also working on Breakpoint, and the people that are working on Assassin's Creed are also working on Breakpoint. Is it or is it not with 16,000 employees a dedicated team? What are you doing?
What I think it actually is you'll have 4 or 5 studios that are doing art assets, fucking systems, blah, 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 and then it's all being sent to main team that is then building the game together. So they're building the main level, the character design, blah, blah, blah. And then you have all these like sister studios that are then helping to complete that project, I think is how it actually works. You have all the resources in the fucking world.
It's nuts, man.
And we're sitting here just with one of your flagship titles. One of the big three to me. And here we fucking are. It's unfortunate. I don't know what I think Ubisoft is gonna die.
Really?
I do.
I'm either that or they're gonna get purchased by a private entity
known as Tencent.
Yeah, I mean they're not so private, but I mean yeah, either Tencent or I almost wondered if the Guillermo brothers,
the Guillemot
would Guillemot. I wondered if they'd buy it back and then they'd actually start to make games.
This is gonna sound really morbid, and it's where my brain went. Is it they anymore, or is it just Eve? Is it just Eve now, right? Or is there multiple?
I'm not 100% sure. I thought it said in the article about Claude passing away tragically in the plane crash that there were 4 brothers that started it. I think.
Okay.
I think I read that.
Got you. So there's still 3. Okay, I see. I thought it was just like maybe the 2.
I also don't think maybe that's all that's left in the company. Don't quote me on that. But I feel like there is a world where Eve and some investors buy it out.
And take it back private.
Take it back private and then start cranking out some games and make it massive profit and laugh all the way to the bank.
I feel like they're too far gone now, brother.
They are if it's not like a nefarious thing that Eve is doing.
True. Okay.
Like if he's actually trying, they're so cooked. But like if he's like running this thing into the ground so he can buy it cheap and then turn it around and make a ton of money that he gets to keep instead of shareholders. Yeah. Which is really illegal. Then they're okay. But
yeah.
I don't know, man.
Fuck, man. I just want to Ghost Recon game.
That's all I'm saying. Like I just want to play some badass Tom Clancy games. Yeah. Like, can a guy get some badass Tom Clancy games?
It's really not that hard. Like, making games is hard, but like, you guys are fucking billionaires.
Yeah.
Unfathomable how like that. It's just mismanaged as fuck. It's what it comes down to.
It keeps going farther and farther too. Like I think the last thing is and we talk about it almost every show. It's like another Ubisoft thing is chalked. Like they're running out of stuff to dick up. Yeah, I hope.
Well, I don't know, man. They've been through the ringer, but yeah, guys.
Sleeper hits.
I think the sleeper hits. Yeah, fucking Ubisoft, man. Hey guys, it's time for this. It's time for the sleeper hits. Today we have 2 sleeper hits to talk about. These were courtesy of Crash. He brought these 2 to the table. Crash, what do you got for me?
Yeah, so we haven't talked about Arena Breakout enough. Season 6 is coming. True. It's in the sleeper hits because the game is getting demoted to the sleeper hits. Yes. The new season, normally I would be excited about these seasons, but it's going to be like PvE focused, and that might get a segment of our audience excited. So there's going to be like a new PvE mode where they're cranking up the difficulty of the bots that you guys can play, called Hostile Sector. They're changing a few things with the balancing with the different modes and being able. Right now, you can strip attachments off guns to get below the limit to go in. They're finally fixing that, which is kind of sad, but that's like what I'm the most excited about. Right. With this thing, there's just a couple new weapons. Not really much in the weapons category. A couple new ammos that kind of fit between other ammos, so I don't think they're going to change things very much. Yeah. A few little movement tweaks and things like that, but for a numbered season like this being season 6, it's pretty lackluster to me. And I think the last one was as well, with like no new maps and very few guns. So it's kind of, I don't know, man. It's just a little bit of a lackluster season to me.
The last one was like that distortion one, correct?
Yeah.
That was season 5.
So,
yeah.
they misfired on that one because it makes no sense from like a world building standpoint. It's so weird what happens in that with like the anomalies, and it's like they kind of tried to put Stalker in their game, and they really could have done that at Halloween, and I think people would have thought it was pretty badass. Mm-hmm. Like it would have been a badass event because there's a lot to the game mode. They changed a lot of mechanics. But like I don't know how to explain it. It's like they changed a lot of mechanics, like extracting and all these things around the anomalies and how you have to like go to these phone booths to call to extract and all this stuff. And it's cool. And they did a lot of work to it, but it makes no sense in the context of the game. Like
it shouldn't have been a seasonal update. It should have been a seasonal event for
like a
Halloween.
Holiday event with Halloween. I think
I agree.
And it would have been pretty cool.
Now I got to lean on you for a second. I have to ask you a question because I don't want anybody emailing you after this podcast goes out because I
get a lot of those.
Yeah, I have a sponsored video in the works for Arena Breakout, and I don't know. Can I talk about it here, or like, are you going to get an email from somebody asking about FTC violations? And like, I just need to know. Can I talk about it honestly here? What do we think?
I think you've disclosed enough.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because
you've disclosed that you had a sponsorship deal in the works.
Okay, we're good then. Okay,
I hope. I mean, I don't know what else you could tell.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. So I've played. Can I even say that? I've played season 6.
Yeah, you can because there's people that have played it. I got access to it. You can stream it. People have been like playing it, talking about it, streaming.
Okay, great. I played Hostile Sector, and I know that there is a large demographic of my audience. Every time I talk about Arena Breakout and make a video on it, they always say that they hate the fucking cheaters, they hate the hackers, they hate the bullshit, they hate the sweats. They always talk shit about the PvP aspect of the game. I actually think there's a growing audience of people that want PvE.
I won't argue that.
Now,
I would argue that like,
go ahead.
If you do like PvP, I don't think you're going to find much of a better environment for that as far as cheaters are concerned than ABI.
Yeah.
Especially like super commend them for how well they do with that on a free to play game.
And they're very transparent about how their bans go out too and how many they ban. Yep.
Yeah, they do ban reports every week and there's a lot of them. Yep. And I do see what you're saying though. There's a big shift. We talked about this with friend of the program, Blue the Robot with Incursion Red River. There's like a bunch of people that are interested in PvE.
Yep. Now, with PvE, I think that the thing that they wanted me to talk about was this idea that it's easier for players to get into the game, and like it's like you don't have to go against the sweats. And that's true. But I also thought that Arena Breakout already did a good enough job of, because when you play like levels 1 to like 20 and you're going through like Farm and Northridge, you're not really coming across a lot of like really geared or sweaty players, in my opinion. The onboarding is like, once you get to level 30 and then you get to like Forbidden and stuff, that's when shit gets real and you can opt to go into that stuff.
Yeah, man. That's like what I was talking about earlier. And I think they do a good job with it. And I like, that's almost why I think a PvE mode's not needed. But I know there's a bunch of people that just want to play it and be like, I 100% know that I'm going into this and I'm not going to play a cheater.
Exactly.
And they go ahead.
I was going to say, they also added the mastery system to that PvE experience, which I think is a little cool, like the skill trees, the passive abilities that so they're starting, we talked about this like with like comparing it to Tarkov, how Tarkov has the RPG elements. I see them starting to dabble with that. I can see it. I can understand it. And I will say the bots are way fucking harder in Hostile Sector. And there's when I played it, they had an event where I was near hotel. I was playing on Farm, and then an airdrop came in, and you had to like protect it for like a minute and a half, and like it spawned a whole bunch of enemies, and guys were like coming in through the hotel doors. It was actually really cool. I can see it. I just don't like my brain going into it. I was like, I just didn't think it was necessary, but it is cool. So
yeah, it's like I respect it. I understand it. And when they bring modes in, like, you have to hand it to them. Like, they flesh them out. Like you said, it's not just a raid where they like turned up their aim a little bit. Like you said, there's new events. They added new bosses too.
Yep.
There's like, they really flesh things out when they add them. It just doesn't move the needle for me because PvP is one of my favorite things with that game. That I think they do so good. So like an update centered around PvE is like, it doesn't move the needle for me, but I understand it might for others. So that's why
I think this one's going to move the needle more than Distortion did for anybody, if that makes sense.
Yeah, if that does. Because I just don't know, like, I don't know anybody who's like, oh man, Distortion was so sick. We were all just kind of like, what was that?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Kind of just took a little breather. Even on the podcast, you can see we kind of stopped talking about ABI for like, I don't know, a month, like during that time. And then you took a break. We've been playing Siege and then now you're back at it too as the new season started to ramp up. I can understand on your perspective though, like that's 2 seasons worth of stuff that doesn't really hit for you. You know, but you're still playing it.
I know. Yeah. Cause they do the basics so damn good.
They do.
Like the basics are there.
Yeah.
And I come back to it. It's like, I don't get excited about it, but like I sit down to hit go live on the stream and I have some friends that are hitting me up. Like, you want up a game? And it's like, I'll play some ABI. Cause I know I can build like a crazy cool gun.
Yeah.
I can put my armor on super fast.
Yeah.
Inside of under a minute of booting that game up, I can go from like a naked PMC to getting into a raid and ready to fight somebody.
That was really cool for me with this. I got to test out the 2 new guns. Is it the Banshee is the SMG, the new one that's coming? I was able to just go in, kit it, customize it, spend the money, and just go.
And save it if you want
was
to.
in. Yeah, exactly. And I got to say, man,
and then,
got my fucking ass kicked playing TV Station with that gun, though. That gun fucking slaps. But holy shit, dude. I jumped into Hostile Sector on TV Station. Rough.
Yeah.
Shit.
They crank it. They crank it on TV. Huh?
You know the area where it's just like the stairwells going up?
Mm-hmm.
I just got shoved in there. Like the AI came in and they just pushed me into there and never let me leave. I was trying to get out and there were guys just at the door down the hall. As soon as I stepped out, one guy fucking throws a goddamn grenade. I'm getting like, it was tough. Man, it was fun like though. Maybe, it was cool.
I mean, maybe it'll hit for a lot of people because like, yeah, there's a big group of people and guys, I respect it, man. I get it. I so get where you're coming from. That PV suite. I'm just using like the last tiny bit of reaction time I have left before I turn 40. Like to play PvP.
Fair enough.
When I get into my 40s, then like we're gonna have to probably PvE. I play Way of the Hunter 2 and some American Truck Simulator. Lawnmower Sim 2 got a little demo at Steam Next Fest looking pretty good too. So I don't know.
I also saw ATS just they said that they're starting to do British Columbia. They dropped a little post on their
moving
branching
north of the border. North of the border to the Great White North, eh? Bud?
I can't fucking wait to throw on the Tushonka with the fucking the pattern, the Canadian pattern, and just give her, bro.
I'll come up there with you, bud. We'll swing into a Tim Hortons, get us a cup of coffees, and hit the damn road, brother.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, yeah, bud.
Dang it. Yeah. This podcast is probably going to turn into a trucking podcast one of these days.
I'm okay with this.
But
now, you have one more game on the sleeper hits. This is supposed to be our shortest segment, but when you talk about ATS, just gets us going. What's this last one you got today?
Man, I wanted to talk about Witchfire, and this is like a call out to the community too. Like, hit us in the comments if you're playing this. I made a video about this game a long time ago because it's super interesting to me.
Yeah.
And then everyone, I know a few friends of mine who have played it, and they say it's awesome. And then I've watched a few streamers play it, and like, it's like a low key game. I think that not a ton of people are playing, but I think it's perfect for the sleeper hits because of that reason. But everyone I know who played it thinks it's pretty cool. And if you don't know what it is, like, it's almost like Witchfire is like a first person shooter Elden Ring. Kind of. Like, I mean, it's got kind of the same thing with boss fights and raids and like that RPG element and like the spells and things like that. But it's also got like really insane and like uniquely designed guns too.
Yeah.
But why I wanted to bring it up just in case you guys were interested in something like this, they just came out with their Revelations update, and it's their final major early access update before they hit 1.0 later this year. So it's just like an FPS. It's like making it through the steps to get to 1.0.
Fuck yeah.
So we're talking about they brought in a new region called Marshland, and it's like their biggest map they've done yet. It's got the ruins of a sunken cathedral and a bog packed with new dangers, enemy secrets, and a brand new dungeon. So it is like that, kind of like those fantasy games where you have those dungeons to work through, and different kinds of raids and stuff like that. And it's just, I don't know, it's unique, and I don't know if it's something for me, but like I really respect what they're doing. And get through there. So there's 9 new enemies, 4 new weapons, 2 new spells, 2 new torments, and 12 new rosary beads. I have no idea what the spells or torments or rosary beads are.
No idea.
But it's just pretty cool. They're doing reworks to the Fallen Prayers system, World Corruption 2.0, and overhaul to environmental mechanics. Just a really big update, and it's 20% off on the Steam sales. So,
do you know when it goes to 1.0, are they going to be raising prices?
All they've said is later this year. I haven't heard about the prices. I just know it's on that 20% sale right now. I'm not 100% sure what they're going to do with prices, but yeah, 1.0.
Witchfire is always a game I wanted to play, but just never did. Just never jumped into it. It
Maybe
looked cool.
Try it, man.
It's co-op, right?
I don't know.
Or maybe I'm thinking
I'll search.
Maybe I'm thinking of Painkiller, because I played Painkiller. Painkiller was co-op.
I don't think Witchfire is. I'll search.
That feels like that game should be ripe for co-op.
Oh, it would be with like the dungeons and stuff, like doing that. Oh no, it's single player only.
Fucking, that's probably why I didn't jump into it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but how cool would that be? Like, I know you play like WoW and stuff sometimes.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
If you had like a new dungeon raid or something to do with your homies, like on
That'd
Witchfire, that'd be pretty cool.
100%.
And I think that's why I remember I made a video about it, like being like Witchfire first person with Elden Ring first person with guns, because it's single player. So it's Elden Ring. Elden Ring has a little bit of co-op, but
yeah, I remember that video. Yeah, it was always a game that appealed to me, but I actually, for some reason, I thought it was co-op. I just never jumped into it.
But I'm getting to be like that, where like that's also one of the reasons I play ABI so much, is just because I have some friends we can hop in and just have fun.
Very rarely, like I just played 007 and beat that, played it on stream. I enjoyed it, but like if I can choose to play Rainbow Six or Deadlock or whatever with the homies, I'm fucking doing that like pretty much 10 out of 10 times. It's just how I like to play. I like being I'm a social butterfly, Crash.
I mean, anymore, pal, like where I live out in the middle of BFE, like that's the only socialization I get, and that's how I hang out with my friends. Is
right, for sure.
Gaming. So like, that's it, because I ain't gonna see your ass in real life. So,
I'm gonna fly down there one day.
You come into the ranch.
Like I said, I want to hunt a buffalo. We're gonna set him free.
Dude, that'll be buff. We'll make your biggest view more Big Fry video you've ever had.
Yes, out the ranch. And then it's just going to be, the thumbnail will just be me in a tent going, That'll be good. It'll be nice.
Yeah.
Tent under the stars, almost west.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, hey, man, through all the tech issues, we actually made it. We're here.
We did.
We made it back to the lobby.
Man, feels great.
Guys,
what do you think's going on? What's going on for the next program? We got in the hopper.
Yeah, we kind of leaked it on the last show, but now it's confirmed. We're just locking down dates. Schedules are getting all kerfluffled in the summer. But next episode, it's probably going to be an off day. You guys usually see these on Fridays. Might be a Friday, might be a Saturday. But the next episode, we're going to have some guys on from the Beautiful Light team. What's the dev team name again?
New World, isn't it? No. Let's not do that. What is there? I know what it is. What the fuck?
Let's not do that. Okay, cut it out. We'll start it from scratch. What is their fucking...
Completely delete that.
I forgot, dude. Let's not do that. That was funny. Let's not do that.
Let's not.
Yeah, what's their fucking name?
It's something like that.
Deep World.
Deep World. I knew it was something world. Shit.
Yeah, New World. Yeah. I forgot too. It's Deep World. Yeah. All right.
Okay, make sure you cut this.
I will. I will do that. All right, man. We made it back to the lobby after all the tech issues. Look, I'm just gonna be honest with you. This episode's kind of been a shit show to record, but
it's my fault. It's the Econo Lodge.
Yes, yes. We're blaming the hotel on this one. The fuckers.
Yeah, it's some pretty bad internet out here. Yeah. We try really hard, but yeah, man. What's on tap for the next program?
Next program, guys. We leaked it on the last show, but we're locking in the dates. We're getting a couple of the developers from Deep World, who are the developers behind Beautiful Light. This is a game that we've talked about them quite a bit on the podcast, and I'll be honest, it's been positive, but the situation, and this is something that I actually can't wait to talk to them about. The situation,
man.
They're staring down a tidal wave of people coming to eat their fucking lunch. And this is something that I really want to fucking hit on that next episode. That one's going to be a really good show. I want to talk about Unreal Engine 5 because some of the developers from that studio are very vocal online about Unreal Engine optimization. So we're going to get into a little bit of technical deep dive. We're going to talk about what it's like developing a game for as long as they have been, where the game is currently at. And I'm not going to lie, I'm going to try to push for a release window. I want some information.
Yeah, and I just want to hear about like the origin of that genre and like kind of pick their brains about why we're seeing a big influx of those kind of games and how it's almost like an arms race to see who's going to release the first one.
Yeah,
and just how that kind of competition has like if it's changed their trajectory at all in their development cycle or anything. Like there's so many good questions to be asking, and it's also a game in a genre like. As someone who really respects and enjoys Hunt Showdown from time to time, a modern one of those, like, I'm ready to talk to him, man. Excited.
Yeah, going to be pretty cool. Guys, if you want early access to podcast episodes, make sure you guys support us over on patreon.com/BigFry. You get 48-hour early access to every one of these episodes every 2 weeks when we drop one. You guys can see it first, and you can see it completely ad-free. I also provide all of my videos over there that have sponsors. You guys can see the ad-free versions of those sponsors and a bunch of other goodies. And Crash and I have been talking about doing a little Patreon exclusive episode where things might get a little wild. It might be a little bit off video game brand. There's a lot of stuff. Every time, the behind the scenes of these podcasts is fucking just it could be a whole other episode in and of itself. So.
I also just want to thank everybody and thank you, Fry. I have so damn much fun making these, man. Like I just have so much fun talking about video games and hanging out with you.
I'm psyched, man. We were kind of like nervous about how the podcast was going to be performing. Like we're 20 episodes in, dude. I feel like this thing is still in its infancy, and I feel like we're already starting to grow just everywhere. Spotify, Apple, the listeners that we have, everybody is just coming through, and it's been really fucking sweet to see. I love seeing like people in my chat who have learned about Crash from the podcast and vice versa. It's super fucking cool. So if you guys are out there listening, we appreciate you. If you can, leave a like, do the comments, do all the social media stuff. We say it every episode, but we do appreciate you guys showing up every 2 weeks. Maybe eventually this will be a weekly podcast. We'll see if we can get there one day. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, man, let the people know where they can find you. And we'll have obviously all the links down below. But what are you doing? What do you got coming up? And let them know.
Yeah, man. You guys can click on the link, on the collaboration link over to my YouTube channel. I'm slowly ramping videos back up as I get kind of settled into the new space. I promise you by the fall, videos will be back to when they need to be happening. Yep. So we'll gradually pick those back up. And then I do make time to stream several nights a week on twitch.tv/Crash8. Have a great time over there playing ABI, Way of the Hunter 2. Some of these games we talk about, we go over there. We just have an awesome time. I have a great group of people that show up in the evenings and hang out on Twitch. And there's also the other podcast, The Scope, if you guys can't get enough FPS gaming. If you guys are in a work environment or a driving environment where you can listen to podcasts, that's another podcast we do. You can find it on all the audio platforms as well. A little bit different vibe, more of a live show, not quite as curated as this program, where we just kind of riff on things that are going on in the FPS space as well. There is that. And I'm excited to just like see where this show goes, keep talking about video games, and get back to making YouTube videos, man, when I get settled in.
Yeah.
Ready.
Yeah. I'm excited to get back at it. Guys, Big Fry TV everywhere, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, any social you guys follow or are on, just search Big Fry, you'll find me there. Yeah, just got some game dev stuff going on. I can't wait to talk to you guys more about that in the future. And once again, if you guys want to support the show, you guys can go to patreon.com/BigFry, or if you have a big fucking head and you need a hat, a cap, a beanie, a toque to put on that bitch, mammothheadwear.com. Use code PUSH for 15% off, and all of those proceeds go towards supporting the show. There it is right there. We appreciate you guys watching, listening, wherever the hell you're at. This has been your Push to Talk podcast. We'll see you on the next one. What the fuck is going on?
I think I had expanding foam from working on my basement in my leg hair, and I just pulled it out, and it hurt really bad.
What?
That stuff's real sticky.
You look like you shit yourself.
Yeah, there's no bidet. Someone said in the comments that I was hanging out with you too much with my clickbait title. Been hanging around Bigfry too much.
Welcome.
Tell that to my 5K views in one day as a 12K YouTube channel.
I'm saying, yeah, like, suck my fucking balls. It works. You know, it is.
I'm Woody Harrelson crying with all the money.
Oh, $28.50. Yeah, fuck 'em.
Oh man, I'm gonna clear $6 or $8 from that video, dude.
Oh, wow, you're just in it for the cash now. You've changed.